Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and my experience using some new to me anyway, CoverGirl products. I recently received a very generous PR package from CoverGirl, and it always makes me giddy anytime that CoverGirl sends me anything, because I am very much one of those girls who, when I started wearing makeup in middle school, the brand that I really gravitated towards was CoverGirl. I remember using the clean liquid foundation and the pressed powder, and any blush that I used was always from CoverGirl. I wasn't as much into eyeshadows then, but I think I probably had like a couple of singles. But I love the CoverGirl lipsticks, especially. I don't know if you guys remember this, but like this is from probably the early 90s that these came out. CoverGirl came out with these lipsticks that were in the black bullets, and they were like mint green, an icy blue, and there was also a pink, but it was like a super almost iridescent icy baby pink. Oh my gosh, I wore the heck out of those lipsticks, and they looked ridiculous. They weren't icy blue on the lips. It was just like a balm, but it definitely had a very distinct either like blue, or if you wore the green, like a green shift. And they just made me look kind of sickly, but I love them. I remember having those lipsticks for years, and when I finally threw them away, I had worn them down to like a nub because I just thought they were the coolest things. But anyway, so CoverGirl was definitely a kind of nostalgic brand for me, and when they decided to go cruelty-free and they reached out and offered to send me some stuff, I was like, this is really awesome, because it's one of those brands that I've always loved, but didn't buy from for a number of years because obviously they were not cruelty-free, and now I can. Some of my favorite drugstore mascaras are definitely from CoverGirl. The Clump Crusher is amazing, and it is the one that I most recently repurchased. Also, the Lash Blast Volume is fantastic too. So, but anyway, I have a giveaway for you guys in this video, and I will put that information at the end. So I am gonna make you sit through the reviews here. And there are, okay, I'm a little bummed about this particular video because there are a couple of things that did not work for me. And if you know me at all and you've watched my videos for any length of time, you're probably gonna know what it was. And so I'm gonna start with that. I hate to start with a negative, but I kind of also just wanna get it out of the way. It's the foundation, you guys. It didn't work. It just, and here's the thing that you have to know about me. I am so loyal to powder foundation. It is my go-to. It is super fast for me. It is just so simple at this point. I am so efficient at putting on powder foundation that the ease of that alone is always gonna make me gravitate towards powder foundation. Using a liquid is so much work. I don't know how those of you do it who wear liquid foundation on a daily basis. It just, like, first off, it was a lot more work to like get everything blended. But here's the thing. So this is the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Made Foundation. This is a comfort matte that is supposed to be transfer resistant. The color that they sent me was a perfect color match for me, I will say that. This is the shade L10 Fair Porcelain. I have quite a few like yellow undertones in my skin, and this particular shade, once it dried down, was a really, really good match for me. So here's what happened. So I have extremely oily skin. It is not just oily skin, it is extremely oily skin. Liquid foundations always, and have since I was in middle school. I was even dealing with this in middle school with the clean foundation that I was using back then. They slide off my face. There is no primer that I've ever been able to use. There is nothing, no powder, nothing has ever caused a liquid foundation from any brand, whether it's drugstore or I've tried several high-end, the Makeup Forever. They have the, is it Matte Velvet Plus? I can't remember. I've tried that. There was a matte foundation from Hourglass that I tried, the Kat Von D Lock-It. Like, I have tried liquid foundations. None of them have ever stayed put. They just slide off my face because the amount of oil production that I have is just not conducive to having a heavier liquid sitting on my face that can literally just lift up and like slide. Another thing that I really struggled with from this one for me, I do have enlarged pores. They are significantly smaller than what they used to be. However, this settled into my pores, especially around my nose. Not so much on my cheeks, but on my nose, I had dots of foundation everywhere that I could not get blended. By the way, I used this pure foundation sponge to apply everything. It was wet. And I wore this foundation for a total of, I think it was 3 or 4 days in a row. So I tried it for a few days. I was okay trying it because I was home for most of the days. So I wasn't too worried about like the foundation dots and things like that, but it just slid off my face, you guys. It didn't stay put. It was nice and matte to begin with. Like, it definitely has a very nice matte finish to it, but it just didn't do it. So, for the first couple days, I just wore this by itself. And then for the other couple of days, I paired it with, they also sent me this. This is the CoverGirl Trublend Bare Business Skin Primer with Kaolin Clay. This is their mattifying primer. This didn't work either. It didn't make a difference. The foundation slid off of my face at the exact same rate. Also, I felt like my skin had an even slightly quote unquote greasier feel to it because there are a lot of dimethicone or silicones in here, several different types of dimethicones. There is kaolin clay in here, which normally is a good thing for helping to absorb oil, but it just didn't work. It didn't make a difference in helping the foundation stay put. So it breaks my heart just a little bit because I really was hoping that I was going to be able to bring you guys a positive review of both of these products, to be able to recommend a foundation for super oily skin that is not a powder foundation, because I am always going to give you guys powder foundation recommendations. I am just not going to be the liquid girl for you. So luckily there are 800 bazillion other people here on YouTube who will tell you all about all of the liquid foundations. It's just not going to be me. So, no go on these. I'm not even wearing it today because I didn't want another day of feeling gross with things sliding off my face. So, there's that. However, I would like to say a couple of positive things. I really liked the concealers that they sent. So these are the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealers. There are 2 shades that they sent, L100 Fair and L300 Golden Ivory. Now I did mix these 2 together and I applied it underneath my eyes and it looked really nice. It was definitely a really nice finish. I don't feel like it got particularly creasy, not greasy, but you know, left creases. I feel like it blended in really well. I felt like it provided some really good coverage. I don't necessarily have anything else on my face that I needed to cover, so I didn't exactly use this like as a spot cover or anything like that. I just didn't need it for that. But it's a really nice finish, you guys. I guess I'll give you some swatches of the 2 shades so you can kind of see what the 2 shades look like on me. So this is the lighter one. Obviously, this is the darker one. When I mixed them together, I felt like I got a really, so this is the 2 of them mixed together. I feel like I got a really good color for underneath my eyes to like really brighten that area. So these 2 are concealers that I will continue to keep in my collection and will continue to use. I don't think they felt drying under the eyes. I think they were really good. And I like the doe foot applicator. It's a nice big applicator. These are great. If you're looking for a drugstore concealer that works well under the eyes, I can tell you this one does. So huge fan of that. I'm just gonna wipe this concealer off before going on. Also, the 2 powders that they sent, I actually really like the powders. I wish that they would have done a better job of absorbing the excess oil from this, but they could not do that. At least not in combination with this foundation. However, I have also tried these with my regular powder foundation, and they work great with my regular powder foundation. So they did send the trublend minerals in 50 translucent, which is this guy right here, and the trublend minerals in 600 banana. So this is that very yellow powder. I will say packaging is a little tricky because, and it was my fault for taking off the entire sticker. You should probably just kind of score it and take off half of the sticker. These holes are really big. So whenever I needed some product out, I just kind of like did this and got some onto the pack. It gets everywhere. But anyway, so here is the banana powder. I mean, I can't really like swatch this for you guys because it actually kind of blends in with my skin. I have a lot of yellow undertones in my skin. I don't use these puffs. I use the puff to keep the powder in, to keep it from spilling out. I just used a brush. Like I think I actually used this Milani one. This is just their powder bronzer brush, which is really nice. But I like the banana powder, definitely a great finishing color for me. The translucent works really well too because I am the pastiest of the pasties. What I will say is this one, this little plastic piece right here was smushed in. So I didn't even have to take the sticker off because there was already a bunch of product in here. So let me give you guys a little swatch of this. For being translucent, this actually has quite a bit of quote unquote color to it. So there's the translucent. Normally when I see translucent, I think like that white shade, you know, that doesn't actually have any color, but this does have some color payoff to it. But if you are anywhere in the fair to light to even medium range, this translucent I feel like is going to be just fine for you. So these powders are both great. They do absorb excess oil. They are great to apply before you put on your powder foundation and then also after. They don't look heavy, they don't look cakey. They're just really great. I will say there is that kind of classic CoverGirl scent to these. It's not a strong scent, but there is a fragrance to this powder, so keep that in mind. But another great drugstore option. So these are the things that I've tried. These 2 did not work. So I'll be passing these along to my nieces, and these I'm gonna keep because they're actually really good. Now for the giveaway portion. Okay, so there's gonna be one winner for this. It is just going to be some random person that my daughter actually picks out of the comment section. So leave a comment. I don't care what your comment is. You can say I love dogs, or you can leave a poop emoji. I don't care what you leave. Just leave a comment down below. Unfortunately, this is going to have to be US only. So if you are in Canada or in Europe or anything like that, I can't open this up to you guys. So if you are in the US, definitely leave a comment down below saying that you would like to win this stuff. They sent a bunch of extra stuff that I'm not going to use. So I'm going to tell you guys what I will put in the package for you. These are all sealed. I did not open any of these. So I'm going to send these off to one of you guys. They sent me 3 of their trublend Super Stunner Hyper Glow highlighters. You know I'm not the highlighter girl, so I am not the girl to test these out, and I would rather give them away to one of you who will actively use these. So there is the shade Pearl Crush, which is this one here. Again, they're sealed. I'm not going to open them to swatch them. Whoever the winner is gets to swatch them. This is Gilded Glory. I would ask that you hopefully just come back and leave a comment somewhere saying how you felt about these. That'd be nice. And then the last shade is Rose Quartz. This is actually really pretty. I bet this would actually be really pretty, like lid shades. So you're gonna get 3 of the highlighters. You are going to get 4. And you'll know in a second why I'm giving these away. You are going to get 4 of these Easy Breezy brow products here. So there's clear, deep, medium, and light. My eyebrows are tattooed on my face. I have no need for these at all, so I want to give them away. When you get this, you'll probably only have use for 2 of them, either the clear and then one of these colors. So feel free to pass along the other ones to a friend or a sister or somebody else who can use those. I figure someone will probably be able to use that. Also, they did send 2. These are a little random, I'm sorry guys, but this is what they sent me. They sent me 2 of the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealers in the shade L100 Fair Porcelain. So hopefully you have really light skin like I do and this works for you. If not, pass it along to a girlfriend. Everyone probably has a pasty friend. Give this to the pasty friend. And then the last thing is, and again, this one, I kept it sealed, so I didn't play with it. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Skin Primer and Moisturizing. I don't need moisture on this face, at least not during the day, other than the moisturizer that I choose that I know works really well with my oily skin. But as far as like a hydrating primer, I've never been a hydrating primer girl. I really wish that the mattifying worked. If you are okay with it, whoever the winner is, I'll announce it in not this Friday Favorites and Flops, but next week's Friday Favorites and Flops. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you're actually watching my videos, because if I don't hear back from the winner within like 2 days, I'm just gonna pick someone else and try to get in touch with them. So do actually watch the videos. So I'll announce it next Friday. If you would like to try the mattifying, I mean, it's a pump. I didn't stick my fingers in there, but if you would like to try this one as well, I can send this along to you. The foundation, I think I'm gonna give to my nieces because I think one of them could actually probably use this, and they just have more normal oily skin. By the way, if you are someone with just normal or oily skin, this might well work for you. So don't just go on my review, because my skin's insane. Like, you just have to, my skin is nuts. So anyway, if you want this, let me know. I'll put it in your package. But I did open it, so know that. So these are the items that you can win. If you want them, leave a comment. Also, please be from the US. If you win and you send me your address and it's a Canadian or like an address in like Germany or England, I'm not gonna be able to send it to you, so just know that. Also, it's probably gonna take me a little while to get to the post office. I am not your giveaway person here on YouTube. I don't normally do stuff like this because I hate going to the post office, but I do think I want this stuff to go to some good use. So I'm willing to brave a trip to the post office for you guys. I'll try to get it out as soon as I can. Luckily, my work schedule is slowing down a lot, so I should be able to do that. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Probably no video for tomorrow. I have so much work to do for my wedding, but I will have time to do Friday Favorites and Flops. So I will see you guys again on Friday for Friday Favorites and Flops. Have a great rest of your day. A big thanks to CoverGirl for sending this stuff out, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye.